I am a huge proponent of physical media and I try to purchase physical products whenever I can, but of course companies do not like that. They want an all-digital future as quickly as possible, and now it seems like Walmart is reportedly starting to purge physical games next week. I have a few things to show off, but before we get into the topic, if you enjoy the content I create, check out the links in the description, follow me on social media, and consider supporting through Patreon or through YouTube memberships. Now, of course, there have been many stores that have been phasing out physical media over the past few years. Even recently, we found out that Best Buy is going to stop selling physical media in 2024, leaving Walmart and Target as the largest US in-store retailers for things like Blu-rays, DVDs, and 4K titles, but now it seems like the video game purge is coming because Walmart is reportedly gearing up to start getting rid of some of its physical video games. We are in a digital age now, and we have been for quite some time, it says, but now we are starting to see the full ramifications on physical media. For years, you had to buy everything on CD or disc, but as the internet has evolved, things have become way more accessible through digital means. Now, as reported by Wario64 and Andrew Marma on Twitter, Walmart is supposedly only at the moment going to be getting rid of Xbox games like Starfield in the next week, and an internal memo has surfaced stating that all copies will be reduced in price, and then eventually sales will be blocked because they will no longer have them in their systems. But it does say that it's unclear at this point why this is happening, but it is leaning towards Microsoft because it says it's unclear at this time why Microsoft seems to be in favor of this, but it may suggest that Xbox is moving more to a digital-only future, which we have been saying for years. Now, I personally have seen Walmart slowly phasing out video games for a couple of years now, at least at my local locations on the East Coast. It definitely seems like they have shrunk their video game sections and they carry less variants. But now with this news, it's unfortunately not very surprising. As I've always said, companies want an all-digital future. They don't want to have to produce physical media when they could just sell you a download online. It's much easier for them, and that to me is just very sad because I love physical media. As you can see behind me on my shelves, I have tons of physical games. I try to purchase physical new titles whenever I can because I would rather own a physical item. But, this could lead to things like increased sales at stores like GameStop, but I still don't think that it is going to be necessarily enough to save them. GameStop has most certainly been struggling over the past few years, and we could see an increased bump in their numbers for over the next maybe year if this is true, if we are going to start seeing video games phased out at stores like Walmart. But unfortunately, it's not going to be enough probably to save them, and we are still heading straight for an all-digital future. We have seen it definitely ramp up over just the past handful of years. At this point, 70% of video games that are sold digitally, so it is at this point looking pretty inevitable, and this was eventually going to happen, but it still definitely makes me very sad, and I know it makes a lot of you very sad, and it will be interesting to see if Walmart actually does start doing this over the next few weeks, and then in a couple of months they will maybe have no games in their stores at all whatsoever. But we are definitely seeing one of the final pushes towards an all-digital future, and right now it's looking like Walmart is going to be starting to purge physical games. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comments section down below. If you enjoyed this, make sure to give it a like, and if you didn't, give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.